Hi there, my name's Steve from Goodwood Sportscars, and it's a fabulous day up here in Northumberland, so I thought this is a good chance for me to do a short video on the car you see behind me, which is a Mazda Eunos 1.8. It's Mark 1 and it's unusual because it's an automatic. This is the spot that I usually photograph my cars in. You can kind of see it's a fantastic part of the world. So I thought a good spot for a video too, because the cars always look fantastic in photographs, but that doesn't always show you all the nitty-gritty little bits and pieces that you kind of really need to see. And there are a few little nitty-gritty and pieces on this car, so we'll have a closer look at that. So you can see it's a really nice looking car. It sits just nice, it handles really well, and it just drives beautifully. It drives so much better than you would think an automatic should drive. I know most people think these things should have a manual gearbox. And yeah, okay, I get that. In fact, when we bought this one, we thought about fitting a manual gearbox conversion. We thought that's the way to go. But then we drove it, and it drives so well. It would be such a shame to do that. It's a 94. It's done 163-ish thousand kilometers, which is 102-ish thousand miles. It drives really, really well. It's completely solid everywhere. And it's a nice thing. Let's have a closer look and I'll show you some of the things that are maybe not so nice, which might sound a bit negative, but you know, you need to know all these things, don't you? So here we go, front wing. We've got some tiny little kind of white spots here, which I think are possibly stone chips actually. If we move a bit closer in to the driver's door, now there are two things to show you here. One's a tiny dink in the door, it looks like a car park type dent, you can just catch it in the light. And the other thing, again, more white spots, which are kind of stone chips or scratches, I presume, caused by, I don't know, a previous owner who must have a very big bunch of keys or something. Yeah, not horrific. Stand back here, looks $1 million, but they're there. While we're at it, front wing's fine, no rust or anything like that. Same with the door, same with the rear wing. If we look at the rear sort of sill, wheel arch area, it's really, really good. Nice and clean, original spot welds on show there as well. Move around the back, boot lid. Again, we've got scratch there, it's been touched in, scratch there, only small. Again, more little white dots, quite hard to see, but they're there, and some kind of a not brilliant touch in or some glue or something. I don't know what's going on the boot lid there. This side is probably a bit better actually. Good wheel arch, and the sill area, again, wheel arch area is pretty good, nice and solid. If you run your fingers around the inside of these wheel arches, both sides, they are beautifully clean. Door's good, but again, I seem to remember, you're probably not going to be able to see it, there is the tiniest little dent somewhere in the middle there. Front end's good. It will be the odd stone chip, but that's kind of, you know, whatever it is, 35 years old, so kind of to be expected. But now onto the interior. Tan leather seats, tan carpets. I'm conscious that on the video this looks very orange, and it really isn't. It's just a nice tan colour, and it's all in quite nice condition. I mean, bear in mind this is 30 plus years old, so the leather will have seen a little bit of action here. Let me try and keep my shadow out of this. So we've got quite a few creases. If I get close up, you see quite a few creases on the driver's seat. The worst bit will be driver's seat bolster where you slide in and out. Bit of a hole appearing there, but even so, I think it's a nice interior actually. Woodroom steering wheel. It's got a decent Kenwood stereo with Bluetooth facility, which is so important these days. The auto transmission lever, I've just changed the bushes on that underneath because they get really wobbly and horrible, and now it's nice and crisp. The hold button on it works really well. It's important to understand how that works actually, because that really gives the car a bit of get up and go. And then the other thing worth pointing out, don't know what's happened here, but on the passenger door cap, no idea how you would do that to a door, but someone's managed it. Even so, I think that's really quite a nice interior. I've just popped the bonnet so we can have a quick look under here. It's all fairly standard, reasonably nice and clean. No funny air filters, no funny exhausts. Obviously got funky yellow silicon spark plug leads, which is fine. It's just been serviced with new plugs. new oil filter or air filter, brake fluid, coolant, etc. It had a coolant leak actually at the back of the engine, which was a pipe was replaced, but it made sense to do a coolant change as well. But yeah, all nice and clean. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. So these V Specials, they're a nice colour combination, and they've got a few nice toys on them. I know that's not really the point of an MX-5, but it's got chrome electric door mirrors, electric windows, power steering of course. You'll notice this one has got 14-inch what we call Daisy alloy wheels, and they're fitted with a set of matching Avon tyres all rounds. There's something about this car, the way that it's been set up, the suspension, the wheel geometry, it just drives so well, sits on the road nicely, absolutely flies along a country lane if you want to do that sort of thing. I'm chuffed to bits with it. It's such a nice thing to drive, way nicer than an automatic really should be. I think it will surprise quite a few people. And the crazy thing is that it's going to be a good £1,000 less than if it had a manual box, which just seems completely nuts to me. But that's the way of the world. So there we go. That's my Mazda Eunos 1.8 automatic. It's best to watch this video and then also have a look at my website and have a look at the photographs and the slightly longer description on there. But between the two, you'll get a good feel for what the car's all about. But it's a proper nice example. It's completely solid underneath and a lovely drive, as I've said. So there you go. Thanks for watching.